What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. So let's get into this whole situation. It seems like it's really going down between Scrappy and Khaotic. And at one point in time, they were bros. Like, they was complimenting one another as far as being on live stream together, doing different things together on social media. And then they decided to hook up and have a podcast on YouTube, and it went, bonkers. It went crazy. And now we have Scrappy out here accusing Khaotic of actually stealing money from him, and it being around $5,000. He basically saying if Khaotic pays him $5,000, it'll be cool. And also we have Khaotic basically, let's just say this, before Scrappy and Khaotic decided to do business together and do a podcast and do other things together, Scrappy was really supporting Khaotic. Khaotic had a song out that wherever Khaotic went, he would sing the song and get people to sing the song. And he was always with Scrappy. So Scrappy was always helping him promote his song. Scrappy had him on his Instagram supporting his song and, making the numbers go up, helping him, assisting him, showing that he got love for him. And so Scrappy was doing a lot for Khaotic before, money got exchanged and they talked about doing business. They was just running around town having fun, and Khaotic will be everywhere that Scrappy was, and he'll be promoting his song, and Scrappy be like, okay, yeah, his song. But then, there's some certain times where Scrappy will be chilling with Khaotic, and he might be with Erica, or he might be, somewhere else with somebody else, and Khaotic will go live, or him and Khaotic will have a conversation, and then Khaotic will go live, and then the information that Scrappy put out there or said will be out there, which will cause the internet to go kind of viral, dealing with Scrappy and his going through his divorce with Bambi, then Erica being back in the mix, and then Diamond being back in the mix. Khaotic always brought that up, and he will bring it up talking to Scrappy, then he'll hit the live button, then he'll promote his song, and Scrappy was cool with it. But a lot of people felt like Khaotic was taking advantage of Scrappy, and Scrappy was just genuinely supporting Khaotic in his music. I don't believe he asked for a dime or a dollar. Clapping back. Khaotic is clapping back at Scrappy, and he's basically calling out Scrappy, saying that Scrappy, if you really want to put paws on me, if you really want to put hands on me, you see me at Pleasure P Party. I was there. Basically Khaotic is saying everything that Scrappy is doing is all cap. But in any event, how would you feel if someone owed you $5,000? Because at this point, Scrappy is feeling like, when it comes to Khaotic, that he used his family on his YouTube channel, which is supposed to be Scrappy and Khaotic YouTube channel, and once the check came, Khaotic bounced with the money. And Khaotic basically said that's not the case. That Khaotic is saying he put in all the work, he did everything, and Scrappy wasn't really motivated. He was trying to motivate him, but he kept it moving. And since he paid for the equipment, he paid for this, he paid for that, he's basically saying, well, I'm gonna keep the residuals from the video about your family. So I guess, so that means that Scrappy did contribute, all right. But Scrappy saying he didn't get no paycheck, and basically he's feeling like he's been used. When Khaotic and Scrappy was hanging out, and they was like ace spoon coons out here in these streets, people kept saying a lot of things. People kept saying that Khaotic is using Scrappy. People were saying that, oh, do they have a relationship? Are they gay? And then people were saying that, Khaotic is, hanging on to Scrappy coattail. He's using Scrappy for a storyline. He's using Scrappy to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because at one point in time, Khaotic was on Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and then we didn't see him, and then all of a sudden him and Scrappy was cool. And then people were saying, oh my God, look at Khaotic. He's instigating the situation when Bambi and Scrappy was going through their divorce. When Scrappy and Khaotic was out in the streets, Mr. Khaotic would turn on the live and turn on a video, and basically Scrappy would be getting caught up, so there's a whole lot going on in this situation. But in any event, let's just get down to the whole situation. So Khaotic is responding to a video that Scrappy posted on social media. So let's check this out real quick, and we're gonna get into the whole Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
See, now you stepping out of your lane once again, so I might have to smack that ass. You're done. Don't call me. I'm like T.I. What he saying, AT? I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to skate with you. I don't want to do nothing. Cause now it's on. I got a record I'm about to drop today that I already pre-recorded, because I knew you was gonna come up, fumble up on some bullshit. And when this record dropped,
recently posted that to his social media account, that video, and Khaotic feels like that video is marking him, and Scrappy is coming at him, and Scrappy's acting like he wants smoke, but he really don't want smoke. And he's also posting the video, you know, on social media saying, look at him, he's sending warning shots. And basically Khaotic is saying that, you know, he's gonna defend himself. He's like, you know, he's kind of feeling threatened out here. And he was like, if Scrappy really wanted to fight after, you know, the last episode we seen this week, he said after that episode he ran into Scrappy at Pleasure P's party, and when he was at Pleasure P's party, Scrappy didn't want no smoke. Scrappy didn't say nothing to him. Scrappy ignored him. Scrappy didn't say nothing. He said he didn't say nothing to Scrappy either. So he's showing proof that, hey, look, this is me. Scrappy got the blue hat on and I'm right here. So we're all chilling at Pleasure P party, and Scrappy ain't saying nothing, but on TV he wanted to fight me. So who's cap? You know, so that's what Khaotic is out here saying. So Khaotic is out here saying a whole lot at this point. And also Khaotic says that he will defend himself no matter what. And he also feels like Scrappy has talked to the producers at L&HH-Hop Atlanta, and he doesn't know if he's going to be filming, because he said he's really not filming any scenes at all. And he said it's because Scrappy had told him that he didn't want to film with him. So Scrappy is feeling a certain type of way. I guess Scrappy's pulling a move where, you know what, you owe me money, you owe me $5,000 or so, and you haven't paid me, you used me, so therefore you can't be on the same platform that I helped blow up. Okay, so that's what it seems like it's looking like. But I don't know if L&HH-Hop producers are, you know, gonna go with that, because I know Scrappy at one point in time was talking about he was leaving, like last month, the month before last. He was saying he wasn't going to be on L&HH-Hop Atlanta anymore, and he was quitting. He was going into regular TV, things of that nature, and doing, you know, movies and doing, you know, television sitcoms and things of that nature. But we know Khaotic is actually doing sitcoms. He's on Tubi or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, there's a whole lot going on. And, you know, when it comes to Khaotic, he said he got real beef. He got, you know, he don't want real beef with Scrappy. He want to keep it on the TV level. And he's saying that he wants to, you know, let's do a diss track. Let's keep it on that rap stuff. And Khaotic said that he loves Scrappy's mom. He loves Mama D. He loves, you know, Scrappy kids. And so he don't want no problems with him. He don't want it to get serious. So that's why he's been keeping his mouth closed. Some people will say that he's scared. But also, Khaotic is talking about, you know, he had real beef and he had real fights out here, and he been to war for real. And he don't want that with Scrappy. He don't want that life anymore. Because I remember when we was introduced to Khaotic on L&HH-Hop Miami, he got shot. He was going through a whole lot was going on. He was having car accidents. He was running from the police. It was just like crazy out there where he was. He moved to Atlanta and things of that nature. But also, when it comes to Khaotic, he's taking shots at Scrappy and basically saying that he's talking to Mama D, and Mama D did not jump into the beef between him and Scrappy because Mama D knows what's up, and she knows Scrappy is not all the way 100 with this whole situation. And he says that you always know when it comes to Mama D, she's gonna jump into, you know, a situation when it comes to Scrappy, and she's gonna defend Scrappy. And he's saying since Mama D ain't defending Scrappy, that we gotta know that something ain't clean up here in this milk between the situation. And also Khaotic bragged that he's going to bring Mama D to whatever network he's a part of, you know, not VH1 or MTV, none of them, but some, you know, streaming service, that he's gonna get Mama D her own show, basically throwing shots at Scrappy like, I'm gonna get your mama, you know, a job, her own show. Well, Scrappy has helped his mother out plenty of times and things of that nature. But in any event, it's getting serious out here. Hopefully these two young men can come together and squash this beef, because it really ain't worth it. But Scrappy's saying, you use me, you use my face, you use my likeness, you use my family, you use me and to get your ish popping, and then on top of that, you didn't even pay me. So, and Khaotic is saying, hey brother, you were supposed to go
from Monday, but I'm not a liar. Even if I'm wrong, I'll tell you, Danny wasn't lying. I don't like certain people, but I don't hate them. I think they have a right to their discrepancies and whatever. I wish I had been notified 2 years ago of my son's shortcomings, I had to find out that Bambi wasn't lying. She wasn't lying, y'all. She wasn't lying on that issue. That. He was so late. And then they would have to pay $400 late fee on rent. It's okay. She wasn't lying. I don't like her.
And also, Khaotic ends his video basically saying he wants to keep the beef on wax and he wants to drop another diss song. And because he heard Scrappy is dropping a diss song against him, so therefore he said he's going to go in the studio and he's going to be like, you know, hit him up with Tupac Shakur. He's going to be like Nas, that ether. He's going to get at Scrappy, you know, basically on the microphone. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this whole situation. Who you siding with? Who's right and who's wrong in this whole situation? So we have Khaotic addressing the whole situation. So it is what it is. Talk about the episode where Zane, Little Zane, and Scrappy actually look really nice in this outfit. He actually look like he's more mature. He's like down to earth. He's in, you know, he's with the soul. He's with the plants. He's with the trees. You know, he's burning incense and things of that nature. And I was just hoping that he was going to finish the rest of the episode with him, you know, matching his outfit, basically being mature. But, you know, it ain't go there at all. And so this is where Scrappy basically explains that he's not boys anymore with Khaotic. And Little Zane is like, you know, we are boys, we homies, we family. He was like, no, me and you are boys, but me and that dude, we ain't boys no more. He was like, he robbed me, ain't nobody gonna rob me. He owes me money. You know, he done waited and posted up the video of me, my family, and, you know, got tons of views, and that's the highest viewed video on his platform, and he just used me. And so, you know what will make it right, Lil Zane? If he give me 5K. Lil Zane said if I had 5K, or if I was him, I don't know, I would just give you, I would peel you off 5K in a minute, like, just to make things right, just to make things good. But in any event, that's not the case, because Khaotic is not giving up no $5,000, because Khaotic said that he don't spend so much money on equipment and everything else, but the videos was going to pay for all that equipment, even though you had to throw the money out first. But if you and Scrappy was still on there, and his family was coming on, and all his baby mamas, and now the new baby mama, it would be, you know, on fire. And plus, we don't even see Erica Dixon is pushed out the picture. Now Scrappy done got his new baby mama on the show talking to Mama D, okay? And Mama D's not really supporting Scrappy. I don't think Mama D likes the new baby mama, okay? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. So in any event, when it comes to Scrappy, he doesn't want to really sit down, you know, with Khaotic. He doesn't want to have a conversation with him. He don't care anything that Khaotic has to say. And Zane said, did you hear that diss tape that Khaotic made against you? And, you know, Scrappy said, well, all my rap dudes, you know what I mean, they said that ain't nothing, you know, it ain't nothing, Blazing the third. And so, you know, Scrappy said he can keep that music, he can keep that diss, because it ain't nothing, okay? So Scrappy's feeling a certain type of way. I guess he's holding on, you know, to this whole situation, how he feels. He basically saying that the highest rated video on, you know, Khaotic's YouTube channel is his whole family, and he wants some money, because we don't know who he was going to promise some money to off that video. And Khaotic basically said Scrappy was lazy, and he wasn't showing up to interviews, he wasn't showing up here, he wasn't showing up there. They had deals and he just wasn't there. I believe, you know, things got into Scrappy's head where he may have felt like he was being used. He may have felt like he was building somebody else's career, because Scrappy has been very vocal about this lately, where he feels like he put so many people on and they just take advantage of him, or he put them in position, or make sure he opened the door for them, but they don't come back, you know, and give him the love that he need, or the support that he need. When he needs the support, they're willing to do him dirty. So in any event, Khaotic do seem like he was genuine, but he does seem like, you know, he knew that this was hot. I'm gonna take advantage that me and Scrappy are cool, and I think he thought the friendship was gonna last a long time, because he wouldn't have went into business with Scrappy. He wouldn't have been trying to set up, you know, internet shows with Scrappy and things of that nature with, streaming services and buying the equipment and things of that nature. And they was hanging out, and when Khaotic said that he loves, Scrappy's mom, he loves, Scrappy children and things of that nature, I believe him when he says that. But Scrappy ain't trying to hear none of that at all. Scrappy don't want to hear none of that. Scrappy want his money, and he wants his money now. And that's the whole situation. So then we get at the dinner table, and everybody wants Scrappy and Khaotic to work it out, talk to each other, be bros, be men about the whole situation. Khaotic look like, okay, let's see what this whole situation gonna be, because we already know Khaotic feel a certain type of way, because now he knows that he hasn't really been filming, and Scrappy don't want to film with him. And then he says that Scrappy's out here on social media talking about him on Shakana's platform and all different types of platforms. But when Khaotic did that diss song about Scrappy, every time you go live you tell lies. That was crazy. Lord, that was crazy. But in any event, so Scrappy act like he was apologizing to Khaotic, because Khaotic said, well, if you don't mess with me, you think I'm an untrustworthy person, you don't think I'm a good person, you think I'm a foul person, well then stand down and let it be that. I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody like that either. And so then Scrappy pretends and says, well, you know what, I apologize to Khaotic and Blase the third. And then he turned around and said, sight, not for real. And so Khaotic sitting there was like, you know what the problem is? And then Scrappy just jumped up like the gigantic giant, like the green giant, you know what I mean? That white make him look big, child. So he done jumped up and he's yelling, was like, fight me, I want to fight Blase in the third. So he's ready to come after Khaotic. Did we think we was gonna see this day? Hell yeah, we thought we was gonna see this day. As soon as I seen Khaotic and Scrappy close, I knew the relationship wasn't gonna last. I was just surprised it lasted as long as it did, because Scrappy's not good with having friendships that we see. We haven't seen him have a male relationship, like that with a male. And then this dude is always around. And then, Scrappy was promoting his song at one point in time. Like whenever you turn the block on Instagram, you turn the block on TikTok, you turn the block on YouTube, wherever you seen Khaotic, he was promoting his song, and Scrappy was helping him promote his song. And maybe Khaotic work ethic was too much for Scrappy, or maybe Scrappy really just felt like he was being taken advantage of. And then when he didn't get his residuals from that video that his family filmed, because I guarantee you the kid said, where the money at, daddy? And he ain't got no money for him, or he got to say, ain't no money here. That's when it probably all kicked in, because people really thought that Khaotic was taking advantage of Scrappy and was hanging on to him. Khaotic has done wonderful things since he left Love and Hip Hop Miami. He's been very, very big interviews, had dropped songs. He's on a streaming internet service, doing TV shows and things of that nature. He's making his money. He's doing his thing. He don't look like he wants from nothing. He don't look like he's hungry from anything. And it seems like he's also assisting and helping some of his family members. And I really think at one point in time they did have a genuine friendship, but I think maybe Khaotic being cool with Bambi and talking to Bambi and things of that nature really kind of made things kind of funky. And then when Khaotic would go live when he's chilling with Erica Dixon, I don't know if it was planned or Khaotic was basically saying, hey, this is a moment that we can catch, and then Khaotic's in that moment, then he'll promote his song. So I think maybe people got into Scrappy's ear and saying that Khaotic wasn't authentic, but if Mama D thinks he's authentic, that's a good thing, but he did say he's gonna get her a job, so she's probably just holding her mule until she get that job, baby. But in any event, so we have this whole situation. Now Scrappy want to fight the boy, and Khaotic was like, yo, what's up, man? You see me here, you see me there. If you want to fight me, you could have fight me when security ain't around. This is some TV ish. I'm not going to fall for the TV shit. I'm not going to fall for none of that. And Scrappy said, come on, fight me now. Let's go outside. We all know that they're not going to let them two fight. This is not the Zeus Network. So therefore, they're not going to fight. And this is not that streaming service that Khaotic is on and Scrappy was on once upon a time. Okay, so they're not going to fight. So he does have a point, and maybe people might think that when it comes to Khaotic that he's being soft, like why ain't you standing up so you can have some aggression, you can throw something back, to do through something at you, he's taking, when it comes to this whole situation, it seems like Khaotic is taking the high road, and Scrappy feels like he's playing victim. He's running to YouTube and he's saying this and he's saying that, and Khaotic is saying, well, you're running to all these other different venues and doing interviews and talking about me, son, so So, Scrappy's calling him B, P, Bussy, all types of stuff. And Khaotic is saying, you a clown. And, at this point, I don't know how long, Khaotic is going to be tested. But in any event, Khaotic said we might not see him on the show.